Right, ladies and gentlemen, Black Rose build, and I present to you the build that fried my computer. Potentially, it might have just been me having about 5 different streams open, editing software, the game, Discord, talking to my wife, talking to my good friend Demon. You know, a variety of different things. Has nothing to do with this build at all. Still, I'm going to call it the PC melter, because coincidence. And at the time that this crashed, I was currently working through a nightmare playthrough, utilising this build just to put it through some serious stress testing, just to see how high it would go. And the answer is very, potentially even worthwhile-ish on Apocalypse, but that is also still down to you, your playstyle, how you work. This has actually become quickly one of my favourite builds to utilise within multiplayer. In solo it kind of feels a bit meh, but in multiplayer it works very, very damn well. Particularly if you've got a guy that likes running around with a shotgun and someone else that likes running around with a sniper rifle. This is a hilarious build, and if utilised correctly, you also quite simply cannot die, because everything you do heals you. One of the ways in which I am running this is utilising the Iron Sentry. These are pretty meh. They're pretty good at keeping little mobs away, but in boss fights they die outright and they are near enough a waste of time. I still like putting them down just to try and help clear some of the ads, but it's not always worthwhile. However, what really shines here is Seeker. Seeker with Gift of Iskall as well as Soul Link. These things run towards the enemy, the boss, and explode for 480 damage on a maxed out weapon. If you have Invoker, which during the time of this recording I actually didn't, that goes up to 578, and when they explode for that damage, they heal you for a good amount. And you can spam these along with using Black Rose and 2-piece Cultist. You're generating your mod power a lot, and then with the Gift of Iskall you're generating even more. So you've near enough always got your mods up. And Soul Link, for when your summons do damage, they heal you. And yeah, you can just spam Seeker and turrets all day long. Another good one instead of turrets is using Beacon, the little floaty skull things, which is entirely up to you. I quite like running the revolver. It's a decent fire rate mixed with damage. The Chicago Typewriter is possibly the best at base for pure DPS at the moment since it's buff, and Wellbreaker for a bit of AoE. I'm also running the Twisted Helmet, although the helmet is entirely up to you. I'm running it simply because a little bit of healing with melee, as well as constant health regen. Anyway, adding in things like the Golden Plum, you're going to be healing quite a bit. As I already stated, Gift of Iskall and Soul Link. There are other options such as Soul Ember if you're not really too bothered, or you can work around Gift of Iskall. This just allows your summons to explode even more when they die, and this also does generate healing, which is nice. Anyway, I'll leave this one up to you. Give it a try. Don't. Have fun. Don't die.